Sure. Topic number one today from the Los Angeles Times. Ezra Miller grooming allegations deepen. Court cannot locate or serve the actor. The parents of an 18-year-old from North Dakota have obtained a protective order against the Flash star Ezra Miller, adding another scandal for the embattled actor to contend with. But the teen's parents and law enforcement are having a hard time locating Miller to serve the actor with the order, which accuses Miller of, quote, physically and emotionally abusing and grooming the teen.
That I don't know if you looked up any of that stuff. That was so wild. I was reading a lot of it today. Apparently, a young lady that they've become friends with
Mm-hmm.
um, since she was about what 12, I believe.
Yeah, that's what
And
I read.
and now the parents were concerned about like physical abuse, like just very behaviors. Just once again, another situation where Ezra Miller is just in the news again. Can you believe what we're
I
hearing
can.
about?
I can,
At this
because
at
this
this
keeps
point, you're like
happening. Yeah,
you're like yeah. I can. She's like I buy
100%.
it. What did you think
Ever
about?
considered that maybe this person is just not a good person?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why Warner hasn't said anything, won't say anything. It's just I thought when Discovery bought Warner Brothers that they would take action. I mean, at least tell
Hmm.
us moving forward after the Flash movie comes out, Ezra Miller will no longer play the role moving forward or be in any of our projects moving forward. But nothing.
Hmm.
It's been the same business as usual over there at Warner Brothers. Like we don't like I made a TikTok joke about it. We don't talk about Ezra,
Hmm.
and but it seems to be the operating procedure, standard operating procedure over there at Warner. What do you think Warner will ever like take action? What do you think the appropriate step should be at this point?
I mean, do you feel like at this point they're just like one thing at a time? Because they're still
We
like,
just ended the Amber Heard Johnny
yeah.
Depp trial.
I feel like there's just like one poor PR guy at Warner Brothers who's like, today I am going to take my wife out on a date. And the phone just starts ringing like, oh, no.
But then,
Uh, but no, honestly, I feel like there's been consistent, incidences of physical violence, and now this, where
yeah.
it's like, yeah, if someone is getting, of age, is getting that close with a teenager, I feel like that's some immediate red flags. But some of the allegations the parents are making are kind of wild, of like claiming that she's kind of brainwashed and that it feels
Right.
almost cult-like.
Culty.
And
Hmm.
yeah, but yeah, obviously, I think action should be taken against them. This
Um,
is all very concerning. I don't know though. At this point, it's just such a cursed series.
yeah.
It's like, what do you
It's like,
even?
yeah, it's definitely not looking good. I mean, and it gets worse and worse. You think that maybe this time it will be the calm and there won't be a storm, but it's like oh no, we're still in the middle of the storm. That was the eye keeps coming back, and you think the
Mhm.
storm is over, but no, it's just business as usual. I just don't understand why ignoring it seems to be the but I've heard that this seems like this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like there's no
Yeah.
way to really this one you cannot ignore. And there were some things that came out in that article I was reading through the Los Angeles Times. So I highlighted a few key things. So I have some slides here, but I'll try to read through them real quick if I can get my camera set up. I'm sorry, the window set up properly here. Where they at? Where are they at? There it is. Okay. So, attorneys and activists Chase Iron Eye and his wife, Sarah Jumping Eagle, petitioned the Standing Rock was it Sioux Tribal Court on a reservation in North Dakota Tuesday to issue an order of protection of their child. Let me put that on. I'm sorry. Let me put that on full screen. It might cut off a little bit. The court will grant the relief request in the petition for a restraining order if Miller, and who is non-binary and uses they/them pronouns, doesn't appear at the hearing. It cites the Federal Violence Against Women's Act, which gives the order broad jurisdictions nationwide. Um, Moving on to the next. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. Let's see. They move around so much, is what the parents said, that we're stuck in this legal limbo situation. Although Tokota is 18, the parents are still considered the teen's legal guardians under tribal court rule. Chase Iron Eyes said the family said it's been working for months and in multiple states to get Tokota and let's see, to get Tokota to leave Miller so that Tokota can be their beautiful independent self. The petition said, I might have messed this up. The petition said, and while their Jumping Eagle alleged that Miller assaulted her, Jumping Eagle filed an incident report with the Santa Monica Police Department. And I'm gonna put the last slide up. Try to go through them as fast as possible. Dakota and Miller allegedly met at the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota in 2016 when Dakota was 12. Now that's the part that I took pause on, was 12, and Miller was 23. Miller allegedly exhibited a pattern of corrupting a minor, the family's petition said. Ezra uses violence, intimidation, threats of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent, Dakota, said the filing, which listed several alleged incidents of impropriety. I'm poised to believe it, at least some of it, because of at least the violent part of it, because we've seen them be violent in public.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
this
it's
is
not
a
it's not
person
a secret. What do you think about
Yeah.
that? About some of the things I've listed off in the petition?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is a person with a history of violent incidences. And then, yeah, I feel like anytime someone is like hanging around a child and a teen, and then like they turn 18 and now suddenly you're skipping town, that's bad news.
Right.
That just
Yes,
screams
the
grooming.
police are having a hard time finding Ezra right now.
Yeah, which is also insane. Like that's another level of just like, there's no way you're coming out of this looking good. No, clearly they have just a lot of issues, and this is going to be a recurring issue if they're not dropped off these projects. And honestly, I hope this girl gets the help she needs and gets out of that situation, because at the end of the day, it just sounds like really bad situation. And, yes, she's 18. Yes, she can make her own decisions. But if the people nearest her are this concerned, I don't know why you wouldn't. I feel like in an article I read, they were kind of going, well, they just seem to get along. It's like, I feel like that should have been red flag number one.
Right.
Like if I was, 12, 13 and a 23, 24-year-old suddenly took a liking to me, I think rightfully my parents would have
That's
gone.
creepy enough. Like I mean, just the
Yeah.
age. I mean, the fact
I'm not trying to
that
blame. I don't know. I wasn't there, but to me that's strange to me that you wouldn't have stepped in a little sooner. Of like, I don't think this is an appropriate like friendship
Right.
to be building.
it reminded me a lot of what I don't know why the first thing I thought of was Michael Jackson, where it was like, if it's and he fought to the tooth and nail. It's just innocent. We're just being playful. But look, even if it was innocent, even if it was just you just trying to regain the childhood that you didn't have, but you're still an adult, and you're spending all this alone time. And then, like you just said, why would the parents? I wouldn't let my children. I don't care which idol or icon or celebrity who I grew up loving that's not worth, like, no. Why would you even request, hey, can your child spend the night at my house? I'm like, no, because you don't have, because at the time, like, you don't have children. This is not a play date. You're talking about my children spending time alone with you. Like, no, that's never gonna happen. I never understood.
There's just an age gap thing that immediately makes me go, why can't you find friends your own age? And it's usually because some power dynamic that they
exactly
want is existing there.
And if I remember correctly, the rebuttal or the response that Dakota, or am I saying the name right, Tokota or Tokata, gave was, I thought I had it a second ago. Let me pull it back up again. It was issued from what I understood, it was issued like before all of this, like it was almost like a preemptive strike, like as if they knew that this was all about to become public, or TMZ was about to release it. And I heard that the statement that I have right here came out prior to it, as like damage control. And I'm sorry, I got it cropped off a little bit, but she goes, I dropped out of Barb 5 months ago. I think that was a school that he was helping her with and paying for.
Dang,
My friends and I, my friend and comrade, William, passed shortly thereafter. My mind was incredibly impacted, and I've needed space and time for the process of grief. The statement said, my comrade Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has only provided loving support and invaluable protection throughout this period of loss. The statement also said that Dakota's father accusations hold no weight and are frankly transphobic. So she's accusing her father of being transphobic, and accuses him of emotional and physical manipulation. So both sides are accusing each other of the same thing, of emotional manipulation. But the law, I guess, according to their tribe, or the tribal law, that says that the parents, I'm sorry, have precedent at the end of the day. I mean, even though Dakota is 18, it's like, look, let's at least, when every other time Ezra got in trouble, they were right there, as if getting arrested wasn't a big deal. Disappearing like this for a charge, this is for an accusation this big, is not a good look. So that's all I'll say on that matter. It's not a good look. It's just all the times that they were arrested, and it was like almost like that attitude. Oh, I'll be out in a day. I'll be out before the end of the day. Kind of an attitude. Like, why are they still in Hawaii? Do you know? Are they?
I assume not, because I know she's from North Dakota.
Dakota. Oh my God! It's like, where's Ezra? It's just weird. It's like now it's like I'm looking like any moment now. Like you could be in California, in Texas. I don't know. What pisses me off, and I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to switch the camera. What pisses me off is I on this channel, I might have mentioned a YouTuber that I like listening to, a guy named John Campia. I know I've never brought him up before, but I could already feel you rolling your eyes because I bring him up too much. But one thing that's kind of pissing me off, that every time Ezra Miller comes up, thing that I'm hearing is, oh, well, I really hope that they get the help that they need, because such a talented actor and this and that and the other. But John, I'm gonna look right at the camera, like, John, I love your channel, but buddy, you have been harsher. It reminded me of like Hurricane Katrina, I'm sorry, trust me on this. I'm going somewhere with this. When the actor Chris Brown and the Rihanna thing happened, John Campia was like, fuck that guy, I don't give a damn. Like, I know I might sound like a chauvinist caveman, but I have sisters, and a guy like that would hit a woman, like, throw him under the jail, you burn in hell. Okay. Chris Brown had his day in court. It was I didn't give a damn about Chris Brown. If he was found guilty and thrown in jail, I don't care. But he went to court, whether it was celebrity justice or not. He got out of it, and hasn't gone, been on the news as heavily afterwards since. I mean, he's been on the news for some negative stuff since, but nothing that kept escalating from that situation with Rihanna. And for what he did to Rihanna, shit, I was like, yeah, throw the guy in jail too. But that was most people that I heard's response to that. But for Ezra Miller, it's like, I hope they get the help they need, because they're such a great actor, and I'm looking forward to The Flash. And then the next thing happened. Well, I hope they get the help they need, and it's such a good. I'm like, what the? This reminded me of Hurricane Katrina, when the families that were flooded out of their homes, looking for food, a nearby store that was already broken into. They would go in and go grab food to eat and grab whatever they could out the store. Yes, it was stealing, but they were doing it to survive. But this news, I remember a news outlet would take pictures of the black family saying, and it was the same newspaper, families found stealing from this local store. White family, same store, same outlet. Family finds materials. I was like, the coverage is like not the same, and it pissed me off so much. But I can go into a rant. I know you don't have that much time to hear me rant about all that stuff, but it irks me on how it's being covered. Threatened to kill a woman and her husband. Threatened to light his wife on fire. Hit another woman with a chair. Choked another lady at a bar. I mean, it's getting worse, and it's like,
Yeah.
I hope they get the help they need.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let us know what you guys think about.
They're not getting kind of the disciplinary action you'd think someone would get in this situation.
Yeah.
That's certainly a part of it.
It's
Absolutely.
irking me, and I still do hope they get the help that they need. I'm not saying
Sure.
that Ezra doesn't deserve like help, but
They're being a piece of shit. But they
they're
should
being a
get the
piece of
help
shit.
they need. Like,
Exactly. Like goddamn, give them the help. Like arrest them. Give them the
I'm
help.
pretty sure they have access to the help they need. Though. Like they have the money.
Exactly. That's just how I feel about it, guys. Am I crazy? If you think I'm, give me your theories, your conspiracy theories, your thoughts, your concerns, your questions. Am I nuts? Or should Ezra have already been like fired by Warner Brothers? At the least. Like, I mean, I just feel like Warner Brothers is encouraging this behavior. They're never going to do anything.
A one-off incident would be bad, but a one-off incident is a one-off incident. A
Right.
pattern of behavior is clearly just a liability from a PR standpoint.
This movie is never coming out. It's not coming out.
No.
It's going straight to HBO Max. It's going straight to streaming, and that's all. Guys, let us know what you guys think about it. We're going to move on to the next subject because.